So welcome back student. Today we read the 10th chapter of Environmental Studies Part 1. The name of chapter is the clothes. Try this. Do the following activity and make a note of your observations. Take a piece of cloth and observe it under a magnifying glass. What do you see? Study a sack closely. Can you see how it was made? Visit a tailor for a stitching clothes. The tailor cuts cloth. Take a piece of cut cloth that he does not need. What do you see at its edges? You will see that cloth or a fabric is made by intertwining threads together. Intertwining threads together is called weaving. Long threads are woven together to make cloth. Where does this thread come from? Okay, try this. Take a wad of a cotton wool. Pull at it from either side to make it as long as possible. Lay it on your palm and pressing it with the other hand. Roll it in one direction. Note what happens. You will see that the wad of a cotton gets twisted into a long wick. Earlier, a spinning wheel was used to draw yarn from cotton. Nowadays, the same process is carried out on machines. Cloth is made of cotton yarn. Besides cotton, what other material can be used to make a cloth? Page number 62. Do you know, in order to win independence for our country, Mahatma Gandhi started a people's movement. He called upon them to use only those things that were produced in our country. For this purpose, he began to use a charkha or a spinning wheel to make a thread. Charkha mandals were then established nationwide, which gave the message of using only Swadeshi goods. Try this. Visit a cloth shop, discuss the following points with the owner, and make notes. What kinds of cloth does he stock? Do the types of cloth have special names? What material are they made of? What is the original source of that material? Which region has the cloth come from? Ask the owner for a samples of a different kinds of cloth. Make a table of the information you get from the shopkeeper as given in the table. You will have realized that cloth is made of different materials, for example, cotton, wool, jute, nylon, rayon, etc. Plants are the source of some of these materials. Some are from other sources. Make a collection of the cloth samples obtained from the shopkeeper. Use your brain power. Nylon and rayon are made of a tar-like material. But then, what is the source of tar? Page number 63. Do you know? Cloth can be woven into two ways. Sweaters, caps, etc. are woven with the help of knitting needle at home. Handlooms and power looms are used to weave cloth on a large scale. Okay, try this. Take a clean water in a small bucket. Soak the clothes you have worn all day in the bucket. After an hour, take the cloths out of the bucket. Before taking them out, wring them out tightly in the bucket itself. Now observe the water in the bucket. Is the water in the bucket still clean, or do you see any change in the water? You will see that when we use the cloths, they becomes dirty. Can you tell? Can you give some reasons why the clothes get dirty? Make a list of reasons. The list shows that our clothes become dirty for various reasons. That is why it is necessary to clean our clothes. Wearing a clean clothes is a good habit. We must always have clean clothes in order to remain healthy and look neat and tidy. Try this. With what do we wash our clothes at home? What is used in a laundry for washing clothes? Which different types of soaps for washing clothes are sold in a grocery shops? Find the answers to the above questions and make a list. You will realize that various types of soaps are used to clean clothes. For example, soap bars, detergent powder, liquid soap, etc. What can you use to clean clothes if these substances are not available? Page number 64. Try this. Buy some Rita soap nuts, soak them in a warm water, stir the water. What happens? Add a washing soda to water and stir the water. What happens? Now soak dirty clothes in this water. Wash this wash these clothes after half an hour. Have the clothes become clean? Soap nuts, washing soda, hingenbait, limestone, etc. are used to wash clothes. These are all natural substances. Can you tell? Do you still use the clothes you wore in the first standard? If you do not, what clothes do you use now? Why do you not use your old clothes? Why can you not wear a dress now, which was your favorite when you were younger? What happens to clothes that we do not use anymore? Talk to your parents and grandparents and ask them what happens to old clothes. Try this. Did you know that old clothes can be exchanged for new utensils? Talk to people whose occupation is to trade old clothes in exchange for new utensils. Use the points given below for the discussion. What do they do with the old clothes? Are the good clothes are are the good clothes and torn clothes separated? What do they do with clothes that are still good? Who takes them? What do what do they do with the torn clothes? Do they keep some of the clothes for themselves? How can they afford to take old clothes in exchange for new utensils? Make a note of the information you have obtained. Check whether you check whether your notes match the information given on the next page. Clothes are durable, therefore even if they become old, they can still be used. Page number 65. If old clothes are still in a good condition, they can be given to those who need them. Torn clothes can be made into useful articles like a quilts or a dishcloths, doormats, etc. Old clothes can be used to make a new cloth. Threadbare clothes can be pulped and used to make a paper. This pulp is used to make a paper plates, flowers, etc. It can also be used to make a models. Try this. Study the pictures, observe the differences in the different types of clothes. You will see people wearing these types of clothes in your own locality or when you go out of the town. Meet these peoples. Obtain information about their clothes and write it in your notebook. Do they wear such clothes all year round? Are any changes made depending on the weather? Are any changes made during festivals and other celebrations? There is a diversity in clothing in Maharashtra due to cultural and geographical differences. Considering the climate, people in Maharashtra mainly wear the cotton cloths. Try this. Gather old as well as recent photographs of your grandparents, parents, and relatives. Ask them when the photographs were taken and write the date behind each. Arrange them according to the year in which they were taken. With the help of the pictures, observe how the style of clothing has changed. Find out the reasons behind these changes. Page number 66. So, what we have learned, cloth is made from yarn. Yarn may be made from cotton, wool, etc. Clothes become dirty on being used. We must always wear clean clothes. Soaps or natural substances like a Rita can be used for washing clothes. Old clothes should not be thrown away. They can be reused. We see diversity in clothing because of the cultural geographical differences. There is a difference in the type of clothing worn in earlier times and those worn today. Okay, thank you.